The last couple of weeks have been like dismal. It's been like I think I need to like reset and like.
Hold on a minute, Captain. I think you've got a pretty solid team, mate.
It's not getting me points.
De Bruyne,
like,
Sterling, Mount, Catwell. Don't forget, Captain. Again, I do not want to be encouraging you to do better than me, but don't forget it's been a pretty inconsistent last couple of weeks in terms of points. So sometimes you have to be patient. But actually, no, sell them all. Get rid of De Bruyne, get rid of Sterling.
And I will overtake you, mate.
I can just, it's just a whole like, pep thing and just like rotation. And Man City are a great team, but I don't think it's a great team to have in your fantasy league football. Apart from maybe De Bruyne, he's obviously the main man, isn't he?
So the news headline is Captain is doing his Wildie.
He's done his Wildie.
He's going to do his Wildie this week.
He said this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Have you got enough time, mate?
Trust this guy.
I've never said that I'm doing my Wildie. I've got my captains. I've got super sub or sub boost or whatever you want to call it.
I hope you do your Wildie, actually.
I've kept them all.
So you're getting Ashley
like,
Barnes
He's got
back?
the best team. He's got the best team.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, I reckon Chelsea's going to win, obviously.
I do
They're
agree
gonna
with
win,
that. I
they-
think
I think
Chelsea
it's
are going to
gonna be
beat
1-0.
Burnley. It's going to be a good game, actually. I'm hoping it'll be a good game. I think Burnley might set up defensively. But Chelsea will attack, and Chelsea like to close down. I'm hoping it'll be a good game. I hope both managers try and win the game, and if they do, goals in there for sure. Old Wood is definitely he's done a few, isn't he?
Yep.
He scored again, didn't he? He scored another one disallowed by VAR as well.
Yep.
Don't know what that one was about. Johnny Evans was never going to get to that.
Yeah, I thought that was...
That's where VAR can't be making those decisions.
No, that's it.
So Wood for Burnley, for Chelsea. Hard to see who's going to score it. If Abraham's not going to put it in, then no one is there?
Well, I was talking about Hudson-Odoi. 3 and 3 assists.
come well.
He's looked good. I gave him a shout the first week he came back to the Chelsea team, and I think he's going to be dangerous. I think he's going to get better and better each week goes on. I personally think this is going to be a big scoring game. Either a 2 or a 3-2. If I have to put my money on it, I would go 3-2 to Chelsea, to be fair.
NVD, what does history tell us in this one?
Last fixture was a draw, so like you said, there's always been goals in this game.
At least 4 goals in the last 3 games, right?
To be honest, I think it's
Really?
I think it will be a draw.
The last 2 games.
There's something about it that I just don't see Chelsea.
It's got a
Chelsea
draw
winning.
over it, right?
I think it's got a draw all over it, but it's got a score draw against it. So yeah, I actually think Abraham will come back on the score sheet. I think Mason Mount as well was unlucky not to get a goal. I think he might be in for a shout as well. But to Ricky Pellegrini's point, Hudson-Odoi was pivotal for a lot of their race.
Goals in that game, that's what we're going to say. We're through Friday and we're through Saturday and we're into Sunday.
4 games on Sunday.
This is
Sunday
a
we'll-
Jimmy Ferguson, there's 4 games.
Newcastle versus...
Papa Wolves!
It's more like a dog today.
Against Geordies. Against the Geordies.
I love the Wolves. I love
Aye,
the Wolves.
I see Newcastle winning. Told you, I think they're solid at the back.
Yeah.
I think they actually do not bad for themselves.
They're in the bottom 3, right?
Yeah,
And
they only
they've
even
let
conceded
them
1
fall
against
early.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
14, is that really that bad?
I don't think actually that's
No, it's
a
not
bad
too
shout
bad.
from.
It's not. If
It's
the-
inflated because they let in 5 when they had 10 men.
Yeah, and against Leicester, right? And they really need to win at home, and this is a game that they really need to win to stay up, right? This is where they're going to pick up. The Geordies are going to get behind them,
But Wolves have just turned the corner almost.
They did.
Last 4 games, 2 draws, 2
and Wolves
wins.
look decent, by the way. I think especially Traore in midfield. We were talking about a lot whether that's just a blip that he played well and we kind of jumped on it was still to be seen. And then also Connor Cody at the back. He's been doing well on the points front.
True. I mean, we talk about
As
Jimenez
well,
as
so-
well, whether he comes back to form and actually starts kind of putting them away. But I think, to be fair, actually, Newcastle have been pretty well organised, and I think it was pretty kind of end to end, against Chelsea. I know Chelsea probably just shaded it in terms of the amount of chances, but Newcastle held their own. I think Dubravka, shout out to him, he really kind of kept them in the game.
Yeah, I laughed
to
at
be
me
honest,
when
for
I
a
had
while.
him as a keeper. No?
Yeah, but what you said, Neil Van Dijk, about Sheffield United, when they play a top team like Arsenal, that you would say is one of the top teams. Sheffield United, they up their game, right, and they defend quite well.
Yep.
Now, Newcastle, when they play Chelsea, the pressure's not really on them. They're not expected to win. Even the week before against Manchester United, weren't really expected to win. Now, they've beaten Manchester United.
Had a
They've got
blinder.
themselves 3 points from that. They've lost to Chelsea.
Narrowly, but
They've lost. They have lost. They're not going to beat Man United every week. Now, they go and they play Wolves, and they're going to be at home.
At home.
The expectation's going to be on them. They've only scored 5 goals all season.
Wow.
Joint lowest with Watford, who were bottom. There's a reason these two teams are in the bottom. Got the form behind them.
Newcastle rating.
One above Man United, I believe.
One above Man United, yes, yeah.
But
And 1 point below Spurs. It's only a matter of time, Captain. It's only a matter of time. I'm personally going to go for Wolves in this game. To me, it's all singing Wolves. I know you're all saying Newcastle, but I think...
Pack of Wolves.
Well, let's see how it plays out. I will go 2-1 to Newcastle. Will be my
2-1 Newcastle. I'm going to go 3-0 Wolves. I like the fact that you had Jimenez called out earlier, Ricky Pellegrini. I think he's turned a corner.
7.1 million.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't afford him personally, but if I did have the money, I'd get him. But the only way I could get him is I sell Aguero, and I'm not prepared to do that.
How much is he? 7, did you say?
Well, Aguero's 12.2. That's such a lot of money.
Jimenez is 7.1.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. Callum Wilson is like about 7.1.
Well, Callum Wilson's 8 now, I think. I think he's over 8. And Haller's 7.4. You've got Vardy, who's 9. Rashford's 8.4. If you're thinking about all those top strikers, I mean, Jimenez, don't forget, he was one of the top, just below Aguero in terms of the top points. I think he's about to start scoring again. I agree with Jimmy Ferguson. I think Wolves are going to do over Newcastle. I think their idea is going to run out. Don't forget, the goal they scored against Man United was outside the box. It was a screamer. I don't think Newcastle are going to...
Can I ask you about the Wolves defender, Doherty, that we don't really like?
We don't like him.
He seems to be scoring. I think only for Wolves, Jimenez, Traore and Doherty, they're the 3 players if you're going to get one in.
They're all in the
Patricio
top 15
is a goalkeeper
players.
though. Patricio's a goalkeeper, number 1 goalkeeper, and he was up there last season.
Patricio's a good shout.
He's a good player. Alright guys, we're going to move on.
Are Arsenal going to bounce back?
Are they? I
Crystal
don't know.
Palace!
I hope not. I love Palace. They're a great team.
Yeah, you know what? I have to give you massive credit, actually, Jimmy Ferguson, because you were shouting about Crystal Palace 4 or 5 weeks ago, and you were saying, look, they look like a solid team. And I think since Cahill's come into that exact team, he's just made them look even better. And I didn't see it coming. I know Roy Hodgson's a great manager. A clear example where the manager really sets them up and makes them hard to beat.
They did lose to City, and I think that's realistically where they are. They're not that good, as good as City, which no one is, right?
Exactly.
But they're sitting in 6th. I do think they're overachieving still.
Yes, I agree. West Ham could have easily beaten them. For some reason.
West Ham had a lot of chances, but Palace, they defend and they know how to defend. But against Arsenal, at Arsenal, just lost to Sheffield United. Aubameyang's not going to be happy, but then Pepe can't shoot, can he?
He can't shoot to save his life.
He's terrible.
Do you know who I like for Palace? Milivojevic.
Yeah.
I don't really. I just learned to say his name, and I really wanted to say it. Show off. No. For some reason, I like him. For some reason,
he takes the penalties and all the free kicks.
Yeah, he's not done great the last couple of weeks though. He didn't play 2 weeks ago. This week he played 75 minutes and he got a booking, so minus a point for that booking.
He's only got 21 points all season, so that's
sure.
quite low.
And he's pretty expensive, 6.7 million.
Even Ayu's got more, mate. Van Aanholt is
I wouldn't put him in my team.
Van Aanholt is the Palace.
Even Pepe's got more.
The Palace
and he
guy.
can't shoot.
Van Aanholt's good.
Do you know Van Aanholt's got 40 points, but he's 5.6 million.
That's good value.
You could
there.
it's expensive. You
No,
could get Rico, you could get Lundstrom, you could get Fredericks, and you'd have over $1 million in change and a packet of fag. We don't smoke or endorse smoking on this program, except for the captain. He likes.
So for me, Aubameyang, if you have him in your team, do you keep him in your team?
Yes, Aubameyang will score against Palace.
It's a home fixture.
He's the only one who does anything for Arsenal. He carries that team.
He does.
If you don't have David Luiz in your team, do you bring David Luiz into your team?
No,
liability.
Definitely not.
Definitely
not.
Bob. He'll have a blinder once every 6 games.
Captain, what's the score going to be here?
Arsenal are not going to win.
No?
Sure. No. I reckon it's going to be a draw.
NVD?
I think it's going to be 2-0 to Arsenal. Aubameyang on the score sheet.
Fair enough.
I think 4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1.
Big
It's
shot
gone
there.
big.
Where are the
big.
goals coming from?
Yeah.
Aubameyang. I bet Lacazette is coming back from injury as well, so I think...
But 9 million, expensive.
I'm going to go 3-2, gents. I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm just hoping.
It's a 12:30 game as well, isn't it? You know.
Okay, we move on from Arsenal.
Oh.
Villa Spurs.
It's the juicy game.
Sorry.
It's the best game of the weekend. Neil Van Dijk's going to take us into it.
Liverpool
Villa.
Spurs. Liverpool Spurs.
Neil
There
Van
you go.
Dijk, take this one away for us.
So yeah, Liverpool Spurs.
Liverpool.
I think it'd be a
I wonder if
classic
Dennis
game
will be
and
watching.
Yeah, Dennis will be watching.
His whole family's watching.
Desmond will be watching.
I can see Liverpool.
Let's be honest, it's two teams that are struggling. Two teams that are not playing particularly well.
Yeah, but I think at home, Anfield's a bit of a fortress, to be honest. I think Spurs just completely abject to what they were last season. You know, I would be worried if it was the Spurs of last season, you know, but actually I can see us bouncing back from an abysmal performance against Manchester United and we'll win against Spurs. It's not going to be convincing, I don't think so.
Do you think Salah will be back, or got any intel for us?
I think if you've got rid of him, keep him rid. If you still got him, I'd get rid of him.
But is he going to be injured still?
He's not due back. He's still training by himself. I don't know what he's doing by himself. But
I'm going to keep Manny in my team.
I'd keep Mane. I think, you know, at home he plays well.
Second last year.
Unfortunately, even though Alisson's back, I still think we're just conceding. I think we will concede against Spurs, but overall we'll win. I'll go 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm agreeing with you. I do think Liverpool will beat Spurs.
But where's the Spurs
Captain,
goal coming
take
from?
us away.
Go on, Captain.
Captain, you're a
Get
Spurs
your
fan.
knife in.
I didn't say Spurs will score. I'd probably an own goal, mate.
Where's the Spurs goal coming from?
Sissoko.
I
Mr. Sissoko.
I mean, yeah, you can't say that Spurs won. Where's the Spurs goal coming from? You know who you've got up top. You've got Beavis Kane, mate.
To me, from the manhole.
Mr. Sissoko. Have you seen him lately?
Have you seen him
He
lately?
came on at half time on Saturday, right?
Captain, it's me, Harry.
With the Liverpool
I've done
defence,
Beavis
I
with
can't
Roy
see it.
Hodgson there. Carry on. Sorry, Captain.
Saying I don't think so. I think Liverpool's defence will play him out the game. Like, he's not looked this very strong this season. He's only kind of been able to get goals through kind of doing a bit of a weave here and there with defenders that are not particularly that intelligent. But I think Liverpool defence, I think they're just going to play him out. He's not going to get anywhere unless he kind of strikes one from outside the box. I can't see Kane scoring. I think it will be 3-0 to Liverpool.
3-0. I think that's a big shout. I mean, I'm going to say this without knowing what the score was last year, but I think you guys are being very tough. I think Spurs, if they shoot on sight, they will score. And Kane has got that knack of just being able to, hit it. Even when he's on his bum, he scores, Even when he falls.
He's got a massive head.
And I think Son played really well. And I think Ricky Pellegrini called it when he said Dele Alli come back in and played really well. And I think Dele Alli's kind of a player that he's going to come back in. And he looked so angry, mate. He looked like he was really unhappy about how Spurs are doing. He's going to drag you up. I really like the way that he came into the team.
He's got creativity.
I do think Liverpool will win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go I'm going to go completely back on that. It's going to be a draw. It's going to be 2-2. Just like it was when we met our mate Dermot.
Ferguson, have you got any Spurs players in your 11?
Have I?
Yeah.
I don't personally
of
know,
us-
but
don't think any of us have.
I know people that do.
Nor have I.
Sean the John McGinn fanboy's got Aurier on the bench.
I do on the bench. I think that was low cost.
I had him and then he got sent off. I literally had him on for 1 week and then he got sent off.
I actually picked
I had him on that. I had him on that week as well. That's when I brought him in my team.
Yeah, I have to make a homage about Liverpool-Tottenham though, because you just touched on it there, Jimmy. It's a bit of a sentimental one because it was the day we actually met on the
it was, mate.
meetup. It was Sunday, February the 4th, and 2018. And
Ricky had his best cologne on.
was on a date.
It's like a grinder.
We basically did a meet-up group for British lads in NYC, and guess who turned up? 2 lads. Myself and Jimmy Ferguson. So that's how the friends. Oh, friends!
That was 2 years ago.
So that was literally
And
2 years
Captain,
ago.
he was on time, mate.
And Jimmy was actually on time. He wasn't late or anything. Oh, actually, no, he was late.
I was making a good impression. I was late.
But it was a great goal. But this is why I'm tying into this as well. Not just to get sentimental, is actually tying to that game. It's always a good game. There's a lot of goals. There was 2-2, 2-1 to Liverpool, then 2-1 to Liverpool again. I think this is going to be a 4-2 affair. I think Liverpool are going to win
4-2.
4-2
Liverpool.
4-2 to Liverpool.
I like that.
I can see Tottenham getting some early goals to really rattle Liverpool, to try and go on the back of that kind of